Risk it all for your dreams. If you find yourself wanting something, month after month, year after year, yet nothing happens and you never come any closer to it, then maybe what you actually want is a fantasy, an idealization, an image, and a false promise. Wake up from it. Face reality. The question is, how bad do you want it? Maybe what you want isn't what you want. You just enjoy wanting it. Maybe you don't actually want it at all. If you want it, go get it. How much do you want it? I ask because that tells me far more about you than your desires and fantasies. Because you have to choose something. You can't have a pain-free life. It can't be all roses and unicorns, and ultimately, that's the hard question. That's what matters the most. Pleasure is an easy question. Pretty much all of us have similar answers. The more interesting question is the pain. What is the pain that you want to sustain? How willing are you to sustain that pain? It's the question that can change your life. It's what makes you who you are. It's what defines you and separates you from the rest. It's your DNA. Who are you is defined by the values you are willing to struggle for. People who enjoy the struggles of a gym are the ones who get in good shape. People who enjoy long work weeks and the politics of the corporate ladder are the ones who move up the corporate ladder. People who enjoy the stresses and uncertainty of the starving artist lifestyle are ultimately the ones who live and make it. This is not a call for willpower or grit. This is not another admonishment of no pain, no gain. This is the most simple and basic component of life. Our struggles determine our successes, so choose your struggles wisely. Remind yourself again and again to set your intentions and be clear about them. Write them on your heart and revisit them daily. Make a list of goals, whatever it is. Make the list and you'll see there's a lot of stuff under there that you've kind of put down that you want, and you can't have anything you want. So if you want something to pull you through all kinds of challenges, all kinds of difficulties, and things that come at you, you've got to have something out there beyond today, beyond next week, beyond next month, beyond this year. It has to be something that pulls you into the future, something bigger than you. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Denzel Washington said, "I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figured, at least this way, I'll see what I'm going to hit." Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. You must have one big goal. The goal. It keeps you up at night. Give it your all. It's non-negotiable. You must achieve that goal. You also need to have short-term goals. To do this, you need to make a list of 10 goals that you'd like to achieve in the next 12 months. These are one-year goals. Now sometimes you'll have a 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months goals, but they're all goals that you want to accomplish within 12 months. You just break them down. Then you look over the list and you say, if I could wave a magic wand to achieve any one goal on this list within 24 hours, which one goal would have the greatest impact on my life? And then you look at your list of 10, and the answer will jump out at you. And that becomes your major, definite purpose. This becomes your major goal. Then you transfer this to a clean sheet of paper and you write a deadline when you want to achieve this goal. You make a list of everything that you can think of that you could do to achieve this goal. You then organize this list like a checklist in order of sequence. What do you do first? What do you do second? What do you do third? And then you take action on your goal, and then you do something on that goal every day, 7 days a week. It's a very simple system. Dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just that. Dreams. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments before the light bulb went on. When you want to succeed, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. When all you want to do is be successful, I can assure you that you will be successful. Most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it. You just kind of want it. But you don't really want it more than you want to party. Most of you don't want success as much as you want sleep. But I'm telling you this now, to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You've got to be willing to cut off 3 to 4 hours of sleep. If you really want to be successful, you'll have to stay up all night and work all day sometimes. That's how bad you've got to want it. Some of you need to close your social media accounts and start working on your dreams. You have no business being on social media, wasting your time. Unless your social media is making you some money, you have to close it down and spend more time working on you and your dreams. What do you want to become? What do you want to contribute? What do you want to experience? What do you want to do? What do you want to master? What do you want to give? So what do you want this year to be about? What do you really desire most? What do you want to contribute this year? In 5 years? In 20 years? What's going to be your roadmap and what rituals are going to make it real? Decide the most important goal. Write it down and make a plan. Work on it every day, and then all of your other goals will start to move forward. You'll start to make progress on the big goal, but all the other goals will start to move forward, almost without you even paying attention to them. So that's really the key to success, single focus. Don't just want it and sit on it. You must get some initial momentum. If you take action today, you can get anything done. You can change anything, but you got to do it while your energy is still high. If you know anybody that had some goals, some dream, something they wanted to do, and they did it, then you know in your heart of hearts that if someone has done it, then you can do it. It's possible. And if someone can make their dream become a reality, then you too can make your dream become a reality. And so as you begin to look at where you want to go, beginning to embrace the idea that it's possible, that you can do it, say to yourself, I'm blessed and highly favored. I've got a lot going for me. I've got some good stuff in me. And it's possible that I can bring my greatness out here in the universe. That I can do what I want to do. It's possible I can write my own book. I can have my own business. And I can take that trip and travel around the world. It's possible I can bounce back from adversity and reinvent my life. Regardless of where I am, things can get better for me. And yes, I can do it. I will do it. I must do it. Remember, a compelling vision is about what you really want. Do what truly excites you. Your vision matters. To make it doable, you've got to break it down into smaller chunks. It needs to be specific and measurable. And most importantly, it's got to get your energy going up. You need strong enough reason to follow through during tough times. You need that massive action plan. Map it out clearly. Make a list of smaller tasks that help you close the gap. It helps you start making progress. It helps you move from where you are to where you want to be. And you know that 20% of what you do is going to make the most progress. Employ the 80-20 rule. See, most people fear failure, so they don't so much as even try. They fail by default. Achieving anything of significance in life will never be easy. But the only way you can guarantee not achieving anything is if you never try in the first place. And so I'm giving you real advice. And real advice looks like this. When you apply the 80-20 rule and you can spend 5 to 10 full years learning your craft, developing your skill, being with mentors, reading books, attending seminars, being patient, and you wake up one day and you're 26, 27, 28, 30, 35, 40 years old, you have an entire life in front of you, and you have done great foundational work to go on and then be successful. Yes, it won't be easy. You'll have financial trouble. People will stab you in the back, but that's all good. You'll grow from it. People will accept you. People will accept everything but fake people. Just be you. Be you and stop trying to be who you're not. People can smell fakes from afar. People react when you're trying to fake something and you've got bad intent. They will pick up on it and resent you. You know, people who are afraid of making mistakes don't ever grow. But you need to understand that there's good and there's bad. There's right and there's wrong. There's up and there's down. Most people only want good. Only want up. Rosy 24/7. But you can't have that. That's not reality. And the average person is poor because they haven't failed. You know, they play a sort of safe game. They haven't made mistakes like they're taught in school. That means they're not learning anything. That's why school system actually is fundamentally corrupt. It's rotten. It's designed to keep you mediocre and broke all your life. That's why it's hard for the